Can we talk about Ruben Amarin? Manchester United fans, in the chat, I want to hear from you guys in the chat. Can we talk about this fraud, Ruben Amarin?
He's a fraud.
He's a fraud type.
It's his first season.
It's a fraud. If this guy,
It's a first season.
if Ruben Amarin was managing any other club, right? Mate, listen, you know what? These United fans, now I'm going to deal with them now, right?
Yeah, deal with them properly.
These United fans, right?
Yeah.
They've been getting on and saying, he's been, Mikel Arteta's been in 5 years.
And
he
he's won
ain't
the FA
done
Cup.
nothing. If he was at any other club, he'd be sacked. You tell me, United fans, if this fraud, Ruben Amarin, is coming, right? You've won I think I saw something. They've taken 9 points in the Premier League since January.
He's got to go.
Since the start of this year.
Got to go, Robbie.
You've now lost. You've now lost to a Tottenham Hotspur team in a final that lost 21 games this season.
That's mad.
A fourth from bottom. This guy is worse than Eric Ten Hag.
It's worse than
He's worse than Ollie.
Paul Jewell was good for Bradford.
He's worse.
And Wigan.
Listen, forget about Sporting, what he did at Sporting, because you know what? He's left Sporting and they still won the league.
Yeah.
This guy is a fraud.
Get him out. Or actually,
This
keep
guy
him
is
in.
Keep him.
Keep him.
He's
Lifetime
worse
contract.
than Ten Hag.
Yeah, lifetime
He's
contract,
worse
please.
than Ten Hag. You United fans, man. I'm on you lot now. I'm on you lot now.
And then you know what is what as well?
I'm sorry. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
How many?
just lost to
wait a minute,
Tottenham,
Laurie.
mate.
Wait.
Just lost to Tottenham.
They have
His
lost.
first game. First
Is it
season.
Just lost to Tottenham.
Am I right? It's 17 games United have lost this season, right? And I think when he came in, how many have they lost? 6, 7? He's a fraud.
Well, I don't know.
Tottenham.
It's his first season. I think it's very difficult.
He's
in the
a
first
fraud.
Season. It's his first
To
season.
me, the way Tottenham
First season.
Alex,
Is it?
the way Tottenham won this game today, you know, like when you get back in the day, you saw like cup ties and finals where you'd get like the second division back in the old days, second division, and they just somehow. Ipswich did it to Arsenal many years ago. Remember that, where they just get a goal and then just defend and.
Birmingham.
No, I remember Ipswich did it back in the day.
You talk about
but
the
anyway,
FA
that was in the long 80s or whatever it was.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, Laurie. It's the finals.
I know that.
In a final, that's what finals are about. Just find.
But what I'm saying is, man,
What I'm saying-
let's have it right, man. It was a terrible game.
Let's get a stat on this guy Amorim, man.
It's a terrible game, and
was a terrible game.
they got a scruffy little goal,
I hear all these United
and then
fans
just
always.
held on for the rest of the match.
I hear all these United fans always going.
Am I
on
wrong?
Laurie, I hear all these United fans always going on about Mikel Arteta.
They can't.
Right? This guy, Ruben Amarin,
Come on,
so
Tottenham.
far in what he has done since he's come in at Manchester United, he's done absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but
He
it's
has
his first
taken
season.
Manchester United backwards. Now that the season's finished and they can do their analysing, just like we'll do our analysing, right? This guy has taken your club backwards. You are worse. You are worse than when Ten Hag was there. Ten Hag won the FA Cup last
Yeah, he did.
year,
And the League Cup the year before.
He won the League Cup the year before.
Yeah.
This guy's won nothing and he's given you your worst ever finish in Manchester United's history.
It's an absolute
Should he
disgrace.
remain? Should he still be there?
it's his
I'd
first
like
season.
a lifetime contract, to be honest.
But it's his first season, that's
It's a
all I can say.
lifetime
Yeah,
contract.
okay. Do you know how many managers that get sacked in their first season?
Yes.
There's managers in the Premier League this season that have been sacked.
Yes.
They,
And it's
they
hard.
haven't done as badly as him. Let's take a look, right?
So all them Tottenham fans that was dissing Ange, what are they saying now then?
I wonder if they still want him to go, by the way. If he's such a great, the Tottenham fans, such a great achievement, do you still want him to
Get in.
You know, does he stay? But listen, right?
Get in.
His only tactic, Amorim's, was to lump the ball. see
Lump
if
the ball
Maguire
up. I
can-
could have done
Into
that.
Maguire, yeah.
Yeah, up to Maguire. That is.
I
what
could
you're
have done
getting
that.
paid
I
all
could
that
have
money
paid
to
man
do.
to do that and said, yo, listen, you know what? I need to make-
Garnacho was, one of the liveliest players. He brings him on with less than 15 minutes.
Man don't want to play
He
to
should have started over Mount.
Yeah, he
looking
should
back.
have.
Kobe,
do you know what?
Kobe Mainu last year, one of the best young midfielders
He came
in
in
the
the 88th
country. Man's playing in the final Euros, lighting it up for England, right?
Lining up.
And this man don't want to play him.
He came on in the 80th.
This man insisting, well, put my three at the back. You're a flop.
I'm very
fraud.
disappointed.
Oh,
man.
my word.
And even more disappointed that I'm going to have to drive back now through.
So what? Listen,
Fraud.
You don't
just-
understand, man.
No, Laurie,
You don't
just be happy
Call
that
that
you,
guy, man. Call that guy.
just be happy that you support us.
KG.
KG, the comedian.
He's not going to pick it
Yeah.
up.
to ask him about Amarin the comedian.
He won't pick it up.
KG, answer your phone because you were ringing me. KG.
Yeah, he's not going to answer.
This guy.
No, I'm ringing him again, bro,
Useless.
because this man was ringing me over in Paris when we lost to PSG.
Really?
At least we scored a goal, bro.
Are you not gutted though?
I'm not really gutted, to be
mood.
honest.
I'm
I'm
not
not
really
really gutted.
gutted.
because-
What's it got to do with us?
KG. Yeah, you're there. Hey.
What's your?
Hey, listen.
You are useless.
First of all, right? First of all, you better be here on Friday. I don't want to hear nothing about no holidays.
I gotta go on holiday.
Yeah, I want to. No. I don't want to hear
that,
nothing
you
about the
sire.
holidays, right? And I've got a question for you. Should that fraud Ruben Amarin be sacked?
Frauder him.
You gotta let me sleep on that, bro.
He's already called him
KG.
out. Yeah, KG. You
Sleep.
think you can go quiet on us? You idiot. Do you know how many
Oh.
times you've called me and Robbie this season when
you
our
don't even
teams have
answer your phone,
conceded?
AGT.
Hold
AGT,
that.
this is it.
You was ringing me.
that.
You was
Hold
ringing,
that.
man.
Phone, AGT.
Imagine not beating Spurs in the European Cup final.
Spurs, you know,
They will
bro.
hold that over you for the rest
Spurs.
of your life.
KG,
Spurs.
I've got one thing to say.
pathetic as a
KG,
football club.
KG, I've got one thing to say to you.
Useless.
Can you hear me, KG?
I can hear you perfectly, Ty.
Unlucky, man.
KG,
And I don't mean it. And I don't mean it disparagingly.
KG.
Unlucky, because I want you lot to win.
KG,
Hold.
can I ask you a
It is what
question?
it is. Yeah,
Why
go on,
did
ask me
Ruben Amarin leave it so long to make subs tonight?
We're asking ourselves them same questions, bro.
Yo.
Do I need to sleep on this one?
You
No,
must
no,
hold.
no, you don't need to sleep on it, because I'll answer it for you. This guy's a fraud. He's come in and he's taken you backwards, bro. He's worse than Ten Hag. He's worse than Ollie, right? What has this man done for Manchester United to improve Manchester United since he's come in? Absolutely nothing.
And do you know what? Mohamed
Right, you
Salah,
lot you asking me the other day about Arteta, right? This guy is a fraud.
and
Admit it, man.
Hey, listen, Don Robbie will speak on Friday.
No.
also, Robbie, Mohamed Salah has just
he's
done
gone.
a tweet. Right,
need
this
to
is a
tweet
real
up.
tweet. Mohamed Salah has just tweeted. He did say he'd win in his second season. Congratulations, Mo Salah said
Yeah, no,
that.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not even. I'll be honest with you. Listen, I hate Spurs winning anything, but I'm not even gutted,
I
right?
don't even
Because
care.
you know what? At least if they would have beaten someone
more
else,
important.
maybe. But the fact that they've done this to United, right?
That's-
I'm on
that's
these. I'm on
unbelievable.
these United fans now. I'm on these United fans.
most important
right?
thing is us.
You United, because they were all. To be fair, right? The Spurs fans were on my case after the
can't.
PSG game, right? I expect that. We're rivals thing.
They
These
can't be on
United fans were on my case even more. They were this, that, you lot. I was like, yo, you ain't even done nothing. You've lost. You ain't won that. They just assumed
Up
they
the
were going to win
Spurs,
this
man.
final. They assumed they were going to win this.
Up the Spurs.
Yeah,
that's
that's
all
true.
I'm
That's
saying.
true.
Fraud watch,
Alex,
man.
was it Alex earlier said it was like watching a League
Where's
One
Sir Jim?
conference.
It was. That's what I
Robbie
said.
said that.
The League One playoff final.
And I said that was
That's what it was.
offensive.
And how can a team win a European trophy winning a
Let me message.
By the way, 11,500 of you with us right now. Smash a like button
Fraud
once
watch.
we get into the super chats whilst we wait for Tottenham to pick this trophy up for the first time in 17 years. James Madison, by
They
the way,
should just
and
let-
Dragusin, who
you know
haven't
what they
even
should
played.
pick
They're in
it
their
up,
full
Alex?
kits.
You know what they shouldn't pick it up. What they should do is get Amazon to drop it off one of them boxes.
Yeah.
Obviously, other companies are available.
Look,
What they call them? The drop the.
Oh, the
Drop
drop
off.
boxes, yeah.
Drop
the drop
box.
boxes.
Big
Put
up
it in the
Stephen
drop.
Somerville. Big up, guys. These teams are really poor everywhere in positions, and took an own goal for Spurs to win a trophy. But fair play to Spurs, and I guess the real champions
That-
are Liverpool.
When people
24-25.
said before that,
Yeah.
El
And so were the Invincibles.
You know when people say El Crapico?
Thank you.
This really was El Crapico.
It wasn't.
And that's
awful.
why I'm struggling to
Look
give
who's
them
up
credit.
there. Look who's up there. Sir Jim. Is that Sir Jim Ratcliffe?
Jim Ratcliffe, yeah.
Right. The other day when the women were playing at Wembley,
He
the
didn't go.
Manchester United women, he weren't even there. He didn't even want to
Hold
give.
that, Jim.
He didn't even want to give tickets.
By
to,
the way, Has
Scruffy
Actually-
those
Legendary.
officials got the same kit that you had on, so that proves that there was some shenanigans.
actually, you know what? Actually,
It's
you
the same kit Has got on.
Go on, Ange, lad. Go on, Ange, lad. What a moment this
Big
is.
Ange
If
must
you
be
take
feeling
away all
sweet,
the
though, you
abuse,
know.
I
all
must
the
admit, I
drama.
am slightly
You
happy.
must be feeling
Slightly
it.
happy. For him.
I love
I
this
am.
for Ange.
Hey, yo, all this
Absolutely
birds.
So happy
love
for
it.
who?
Steady.
I
on
love
it.
it for Ange.